Cool kids. Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
You've made it halfway through this week's episode 66.
Yeah.
Fastly approaching episode 70. We just keep hitting them milestones, boys.
What we should do like a 70th extravaganza. Or no, we should
75.
do like a 72nd extravaganza.
Yeah.
Just
Or
throw it out there.
74.
Yeah, just
74.
let's not be the norm.
Let's not be the norm.
Right. Let's do something
Let's do a
crazy.
76 then.
No, because then it'll sound like we just missed it.
Oh, that's true.
They'll be like, they're just making up for what they missed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're halfway through the show, which means we are ready for our weekly top 3. Boom, tss, boom, 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 tss, boom, boom, tss, boom, 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 tss, boom, boom, tss, boom, 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 tss, boom, boom,
Okay.
tss, boom, boom,
Here we
boom,
go.
boom,
Nerd Thug
tss,
Radio,
boom,
we're
boom,
doing
tss,
spies
boom,
this time.
boom,
So keep up. We'll keep
boom,
lies in
boom,
disguise
boom,
inside.
tss,
We're just having
boom,
fun,
boom,
telling
tss,
surprise
boom,
inside.
tss,
This is Corey
boom,
DLG
boom,
on the
boom,
mic this
boom,
time.
tss,
And Nico's going to
boom,
go
boom,
first.
boom, boom,
Who knows what he's going to say?
boom, boom,
Secrets in their
boom,
spies. That's the
boom,
way it's got to
boom,
stay.
boom,
So here we go,
boom,
Nerd Thug Radio, weekly
boom,
top
boom,
3.
boom,
We're keeping it
boom,
steady. We're
boom,
keeping it
boom,
clean.
Boom, tss, boom, 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 tss. Here we go.
I had some tricky ones in there.
You did.
Some lines
I don't
of
even know what
disguise
you're saying.
inside.
I'm just so focused on beatboxing.
You're nailing it over there,
thank
though.
you guys,
There's a
thank you.
medal coming your way.
There is.
Yeah.
Woo!
Not from us, but
Woo!
calm down, Flair.
So, this is your idea. So coming
It
up
is,
is
it is.
Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this movie.
It
You
looks
guys
really
not
good.
excited?
I am. It looks really good.
Charlize Theron looks like she gonna hurt you.
And James McAvoy.
Yeah, and he looks kind of like he's starting to play some crazy characters.
Yeah, I love
I'm
it.
enjoying it.
So she's a spy, and so
Yes.
in honor of that, Corey
Spy.
DLG said, "Hey man, let's do a weekly top 3 on our favorite spies in pop culture."
Spies.
So with my eye, I spy a little Nico DLG going first
Hey,
because
guys.
he's the worst.
Nico DLG here.
This is true. This
My
is
number
true.
3, Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Jason
That's a good
Bourne.
one.
It is a good one.
So,
Good old Matty Damon.
yeah, Matt Damon. And then that one weird Jason Bourne where it was the Hawkeye for some reason.
Yeah.
That did you know what? It was a good one, but it is kind of
Super jarring.
They kept the programs going,
Yeah, but
Right.
it wasn't Jason Bourne. He had a different name, right? Or was it Jason Bourne?
but it was called the
It was like the Bourne Identity, I think.
yeah. It's so yeah, it was a little weird. It is a little
my-
weird. It is a little weird that it does that.
My favorite thing about Jason Bourne is what was that TV show with the Robertsons? Duck Commander.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And Phil just like loved Jason Bourne. So you just see like films where he's like, that Bourne, he can do anything. He's just watching Jason Bourne films all the time. That's
Because
my
they're awesome.
that's my favorite Jason Bourne memories
Okay. All right.
That's fair.
from Meet the Robertsons. I think that's the name of it, right?
Yeah.
Duck Commander. Quack quack quack. Corey, what's your number 3?
Okay. So the movie didn't do well,
Probably.
But if
your MO.
but if you watch this movie, it's actually really a fun movie. It's a good movie. It was called The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or
Oh, okay.
Oh,
With
yeah.
Henry Cavill.
yeah, and Henry
Yeah.
Cavill, and it's Lee Army, right? That's the other guy,
Army Hammer?
Army Hammer, whatever his name is.
No.
No, it's not him.
No. It's
Army Hammer hasn't been in like anything since like Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger?
I think
It was it was a Marvel and a DC guy that was in it, right?
was it?
Yeah, wasn't it Chris Evans?
No,
No.
no.
No, it wasn't Chris Evans.
It was Superman and like somebody from Marvel. It's like, oh, they're together.
Anyway, the movie's very stylish, very cool.
Do you want me to look it up while you're
I'm
talking?
trying to look it up also.
You talk about it. I'll go.
Okay. Yeah, it's Army Hammer. I said that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
wow, it is?
Yeah, it's Army Hammer. And one of the kind of the interesting things is Henry Cavill's kind of like the typical James
man from
Bondy
U.N.C.L.E.
spy. And
Right.
Army Hammer is like an enhanced KGB agent. Like they kind of hint that he's been operated on, so like he's like stronger and faster and like so it's funny. It's a funny movie and the
Oh, it's great. I love it.
the girl that's in it is just incredibly attractive and plays this really good third wheel for the situations that they're in. The movie was great though. I love the movie. Every time it's on HBO now, I watch it, and
I recently just saw it. It's a wonderful movie. It's just it like plays itself so seriously in some parts, and then
then
like
so funny and
yeah.
exactly yes, it was
the
a good
entire
movie, man.
the entire scene with the truck when he just like eats, he sits down and he like eats lunch while like he's getting
While the other guy's running around, and then he just drives it into the water,
Yeah.
and it sinks to the bottom of the. If you're not doing anything over a weekend and it
Just
happens
watch
to
it.
pop up, catch it, man, because it actually is
that.
a really good movie.
It's a solid movie.
It's a pretty good spy there.
Thank you.
My number 3 is a young actress by the name of Zendaya, who was in the Spider-Man movie.
Okay, Speederman.
But her like big start is this show called KC Undercover.
You going Disney?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sure.
all right,
It's
okay.
it's wildly entertaining.
Wildly.
So she's basically like her
Wow.
parents are spies, and they
Are you on
recruit
Spy
her.
Kids?
no. I thought about going Spy Kids.
Is that Antonio Banderas?
Yes.
Okay, all
But
right.
they recruit her, and then her little brother, who's not very spyish, joins the family. And then they get a younger sister who's actually a robot.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little okay. We got to talk about how you have a younger sibling. All right, this is
But
my
it's a
younger
robot.
but
But they know it's a robot.
So it's just like to play up the spy thing.
Right.
So the robot's probably the useful one out of the group.
Yeah.
Like she
basically.
does everything.
Well, Casey Undercover does most of it.
Why? They have a robot.
But they're both like they're both
Fair.
the
the leads.
they're the leads, but they're the muscle of the group. So when we went camping a couple years ago, and it rained. And so camping, you can't do anything when it rains.
Right, yeah.
So
Oh, man.
we're in the RV, and like the only channel we can pick up is the Disney Channel.
Nice.
So we literally got stuck watching like a full season of Casey Undercover in a day. I was like, wow, this is actually really entertaining.
Well, kids, this wasn't so bad.
Man, I like Zendaya. She's a really good actress.
So one of the most awkward conversations I've ever had with somebody was about the Disney Channel.
I told us this once before.
I think I have. So anyway,
Maybe twice.
I used to work at CarMax, and so because of that, you meet a lot of different people.
3 times.
And we're hanging out. We're watching. It's on. Like there's TV on.
Right.
And Selena Gomez, I believe, appeared in a commercial. And the guy next to me is clearly about 15 to 18 years older than I am.
He's in his mid-40s at the time.
Yes. And he says to me, at this point, this is 6 years ago, so she is probably 17 at the point. I don't know how old she is, but she would be underage at this point.
Right.
And he's looking and he's like, she is just so incredibly attractive. And I was like, really? You think so? She seems kind of young. And I was like, she kind of probably is one of those ones who actually looks exactly her age. And he was like, no, man, like my daughter loves her on The Witches of Waverly Place. And it's one of the shows I don't mind watching because she is just so attractive. And I was like, what?
And you want to buy a van? No,
Yeah.
we don't have any vans.
No,
for
we're
sale.
all out of cargo
All-
vans. I'm sorry.
all
No
out of cargo
puppies
vans.
for you.
With that, let's move on to Nico DLG's number 2.
Jason Bond.
I don't even know what to say right now. All right, let's start this again. Who's your number 2?
James Bond.
James Bond.
Was that
Class-
G Unit?
yeah.
James Bond?
We should make fun
Jason
of
Bond.
your speech impediment. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
James Bond, yeah. He's actually
Which James Bond?
All of them
just
at once. The
just
character of James Bond doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily
if
not
you
a
look-
particular actor.
You look at any list anywhere where it talks about
He's
the
a spy
most
man.
famous spies in pop culture, James Bond's going to be number 1.
Let me ask you something.
Like
I've
always.
had some different ideas about James Bond over the years.
I am not a James Bond fan.
There are some that are great and there are some that are
I haven't
terrible.
seen one film all the way through ever.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Do you think? See, in my mind, I've tied them all together.
The best about James Bond is GoldenEye on N64.
Okay.
That's fair.
Do you think that James Bond is just a spy identity and they use different people over the years and therefore all these movies happen in the same universe? Or is this supposed to be different stories about the same character?
No, I would go with Route 1.
Yeah. Same.
Like James Bond 007 is an identity.
Right.
Right. And they just give it to different people.
Right. Okay. And so they keep only a certain number of 00s active at a time.
Yep.
And if one of them is to fall, they replace it with another one. So sort of like Kingsman, where when someone dies, they replace them. Someone else gets that exact role.
It's a great movie.
That really is a good. They're doing the second one.
one's
Yeah.
coming out soon.
And the guy from the first one's still alive.
Somehow.
I'm so stoked about that.
He's so great.
That movie's great. Anyway, so that was every time I watched, I think that like in my head,
No, that's
I've kind of
that's a great way to like put it. Like, why would you have like a secret identity, James Bond? Because everyone knows James
Because
Bond.
you're like, wow, this movie's been rebooted 30 million times.
right? Because
Right.
how can Pierce
Not a
Brosnan,
reboot,
Daniel
sequel.
Craig, Sean Connery, and Roger Moore be the same guy?
Right.
Like those are all vastly different people and accents and identities
They look different.
and styles.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So
I really wish Idris Elba would be the next James Bond.
I kind of wish it was a chick.
I love James. I love James Bond. I love Idris Elba.
I do too. I think it should be a chick. I think
Yeah.
they should get somebody.
Take the Doctor Who route.
No, well, is that what they're doing? I heard they're
don't
talking about it, but I don't think they're actually. I don't think
No
they're
one
gonna do
knows
it.
who the next Doctor is.
Right.
Even the guy who doing the Christmas special doesn't even know who it is.
which is weird.
Which is super weird.
But I think it would be great if it was like totally out of left field, like Amy Adams is the
As
new
James
James Bond.
Bond.
And you're all like, I don't. How could that even? But she spent like 8 months learning judo and Bruce Lee, jujitsu and
Kung fu.
Kundo, and next thing you know,
Drunken monkeys.
she's like flowing like water, and just like
Stinging like a butterfly, floating like a bee.
right, and you're like, man, this is the best Bond yet.
Yeah. The best way
I
to
was
do
gonna
that.
see if he caught it or not.
And then are you gonna do like Jamie Bond, or do you let her? I think
No,
it'd be
just go
cooler
with just James.
if she stayed James Bond.
I'm Bond, James Bond.
Like they were like,
no, you're not. You're a girl.
like they were gonna be
Like,
like,
that's the whole scene.
right.
You're a girl.
Like they do a whole scene where Q's like, so this is your new identity, Jamie Bond, and she's like, no,
James.
007 is James.
I'm James Bond.
I will be
But
James.
you're a girl.
You're a girl.
But girls can do anything boys can do.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Not true. There's a lot of things girls can do that we can't do.
That's true. And they're better at a lot of things that we can do.
Yeah, they're better at most things.
Anyway, I think the Daniel Craig Bond movies have been the best.
They're
There's a,
the newest ones.
no, they've done a really much better job with the action and stuff.
They've done a much better job.
The Pierce Brosnan ones I thought were just
Terrible?
they were just movie garbage.
I've never seen a full length James Bond movie, so I mean I couldn't tell
James
you.
Bond does have really good video games, though.
That was the one.
Here's
that's
how-
the one thing in pop culture that I've just never gotten behind.
Here's how you know they didn't make good James Bond movies back then is the big promotion every time was the car.
Right.
The new
Aston
Rolls Royce Aston Martin.
But how many of those original James Bond movies did they crank out?
This is actually
Not the ones like before Pierce Brosnan, like the originals with the old school dude.
with Sean Connery. Sean Connery did like 10 or 12
It's insane.
because they're at
And the guy before him.
yeah Roger Moore.
How many did Roger Moore do?
I think Roger Moore did 3, and I think there was one other actor who did 1.
We'll fact check it at the break.
Probably
Anyway,
not.
Daniel Craig has signed on for one more.
Yeah.
And I think they're in pre-production right now, and that is currently being called Bond 25. So I believe that's the 25th Bond movie.
They're
That's a lot of 'em.
They're about to catch up with the Land Before Time. They're real close.
Now, Land Before Time only has 14.
Well, we got to jump out to a break, Nico. Thank you for that information. When we come back, we'll get back into the weekly top 3 where we list our favorite spies in pop culture.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.